He is very strong. He is top 30. He is top 30. That's a fact. But, shut it. Sanji versus Katakuri is actually kind of close. People don't want to admit it, but those people are Sanji fans, so I don't really care. Now, you may have noticed I'm a little more pissed about this video than usual. That is because I have been dealing with Sanji fans for a substantial amount of time, and it is starting to get annoying. And I conveniently find this one consistency between all of them, and that is that they think that Sanji is like super strong, like he's equal to Zoro and all that crap. And I also notice they love downplaying Katakuri. Like, you look at any Sanji stand, and with the exception of King of Lightning, literally every single one of them is like, oh my god, Katakuri's so bad. The Chopper beats Katakuri. Nami beats Katakuri. Robin beats Katakuri. Arlong beats Katakuri. Everyone, Jack beats Katakuri. Jinbei beats Katakuri. Like, dude. I know I'm coming off as a bit mean. Listen, if you like Sanji, that's okay. There's a difference between someone who likes Sanji and a Sanji stand. And I am sick and tired of Sanji stands. So I'm here literally to say, guess what? Your character loses. Congratulations. That's it. That's the whole point of the video. Anyway, moving on. Alright, Katakuri scaling. Well, where does he scale to? Well, he obviously scales above Perospero. Perospero is considered equal to Jack, because he was able to 1v1 Cat Viper, who is equal to Dogstorm, and Dogstorm was 1v1ing Jack, and they both went down in the same chapter, almost on the same page, kind of drawing parallels as, you know, Nekomamushi and Inuarashi are rivals, so obviously they scaled to each other, so the two opponents that they fought and beat at the same time, and both needed to enter their Sulong forms again in order to beat, well, those two characters would be relative. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, that means that Perospero relative to Jack. Okay, cool. Perospero is weaker than Cracker. Cracker is weaker than Smoothie. Smoothie is weaker than Katakuri. So, if we're going by this, Perospero is as strong as Jack. So then Cracker has to be as strong as Jack or stronger. Then you go up. Smoothie has to be as strong as Queen, if not stronger. Then Katakuri has to be as strong as King, or stronger. Now, I don't think Katakuri is stronger than King. I don't think he's beating King, but the point still stands that if you look at it in that chain, which is pretty obvious because the Big Mom Pirates are based off of strength, and it's the 3 strongest children of Big Mom. So, guess what? Katakuri is impressive. Guess that's a fact. Y'all talk about ulti and how Luffy needed Gear 4. First off, not really. He needed Gear 4 to break out of a really crazy hold. Second off, it's... People like to say he surpassed himself in base. The reason people use that statement is because Luffy with Future Sight, oddly enough, was able to dodge a Thunder Bagua, but Luffy in Gear 4, without Future Sight, because he couldn't use it at the time because he wasn't raged, wasn't able to dodge a Thunder Bagua. So what does that mean? Well, that means that, little known fact, Future Sight buffs speed to an incredible amount. Wow, what is this matchup about? But no. People love to bring up how Sanji is gonna disappear on Katakuri. No, he's not, okay? Listen, even if you play that, the gap between the Sweet Commanders and the Beast Pirates is not as big, since Perospero is as strong as Jack, that means Katakuri at least has to be relative stat-wise to Queen. No matter what. By that scaling, Katakuri has to be relative to Queen. So then, if the relative, what is Sanji going to do, guys? Genuine question. Everyone always brings up, oh, but Katakuri has weak defense. That's great. He can just dodge. Yeah. Also, his armament haki is better than Luffy's in Whole Cake Island. And guess what? Luffy in Gear 4, the same form that was attacking Katakuri, forced Big Mom to go and use haki to defend herself. Think about that. That's how strong Gear 4 is. And he was taking attacks from that Gear 4. Oh, but he got... Blood was drawn by the base Luffy, so that means Sanji won. No, that does not mean anything. Drawing blood honestly does not mean anything in this series. Listen, guys, Chopper drew blood from Queen. Are we about to say that Chopper is as strong as Sanji? No, that doesn't... So it just means that you can do damage to someone. Congratulations, you can do damage. Whoop-de-doo, that's not all a fight is. So let's go over. Also, another thing, people like to bring up how like Sanji dodged the jelly bean shot by Katakuri's thumb, which somehow means that like Sanji has better observation haki than Katakuri. That is the dumbest take I have ever heard. I'm sorry, that's stupid. You know it's stupid, I know it's stupid. It's dumb. Like, don't... That's not a point. Okay? Next. So the relative in stats, Sanji has worse observation haki. He does have better attack potency, and most likely durability. But another thing is, Katakuri does have Conqueror's haki, which, like, I'm not saying he'll be able to infuse it in one shot, like, nothing like that. But he will be able to use it, most likely to stun Sanji. And Sanji will most likely be affected. On top of that, Gear 4 Snake Man Luffy is incredibly fast. I don't know why people pretend that it's some slow thing compared to Sanji, but whatever. So, basically, Katakuri has better abilities. He can go stat for stat with Sanji, except in durability and attack potency. So in speed, they're relatively close enough. And so then it comes down to, okay, well, how often does Sanji hit Katakuri, and how often does Katakuri hit Sanji? So thanks to Future Sight, Sanji kind of has no chance in this. Because if they're at all relative in speed, then Sanji just loses because Katakuri spams Future Sight and is the best user of it we have ever seen. Like, the only person who has been able to pull off a Future Sight feat of that caliber are other Yonko fighters. Think about that. The only people who have managed to do Katakuri style Future Sight is Shanks and Kaido, two of the strongest characters in the verse. Not this era, the verse. The entire time One Piece has been going, these characters are some of the strongest, and they are the only two that have better observation haki feats than Katakuri. That is insane to think about, is it not? So, guess what? Sanji cannot beat Katakuri because he cannot get past his Future Sight, and on top of that, he's most likely just not going to be able to keep up, because every hit Katakuri gets in, Sanji will not be able to counter as easily. And just because he can perception blitz Queen, Queen's best movement feat is falling off of a roof. Like, what are you... Like, I'm sorry, he's not moving fast, and he doesn't perceive anything. He entirely relies on how tanky his Zoan is, and that's how he survives most fights. So, guess what? Against a character who can match Sanji in speed, and can relatively match him in power, plus an actual useful ability and future sight, and an awakened devil fruit, which allows him to manipulate the environment as he sees fit. Yeah, you know that scene where Sanji disappears in the hallway? Yeah, he won't be able to pull that off, because guess what? Oh, well, now Sanji's just completely trapped in Mulchi. And Katakuri can see all of his movements. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I know typically I'm a little bit nicer with this. I'm just done. Like, I gotta be honest, I am sick and tired of this. Like, dude, listen, Katakuri ain't beating a Yonko, but y'all act like he's fodder, and this is getting annoying. Like, listen, I love power progression. I think it's a cool attribute of shonen, you know, beating characters pretty easily that you had such a hard time before. But you guys, like, and listen, this isn't really targeted at my subscribers, because listen, the truth is you guys are actually awesome. Like, looking at my comment section, it's way less toxic than most communities, and like that's incredible, especially since I'm a versus creator. So yeah, listen, you guys, you're amazing. Like, my actual fans, you guys are amazing. I've noticed that the people who are consistently watching my videos are really nice and really good, and you guys are very polite about most things. And even when you guys are a little bit mean, like complaining about like Zoro versus the Hashira and me introducing Zoro as like the most popular swordsman, you guys apologize for it after I explain myself. Like, you're all great. Like, honestly, this was not a video about you guys. This isn't me complaining about my fans. I'm not like that. I'm here complaining about the bloody Sanji fans who will not shut up about how cool Sanji is, and then they downplay every other character. Like, no, Sanji isn't beating Zoro. Sanji isn't beating King. Sanji isn't beating Katakuri. He beat Queen. That makes him really, really strong. I'm not gonna deny that. He is very strong. He is top 30. He is top 30. That's a fact. But shut it. Like, just shh. Okay? No more. He beat Queen, okay? That's great. He's in the top 30, but no more. No more of this. Oh, he beats every single person ever. Like, guys, he's not beating Marco. He's not beating Katakuri. He's not beating King. He's not beating most of the first commanders. Okay? He's not beating Ben Beckman either. Like, let's settle down here, alright? But yeah. I'm sorry. The rant is over. The rant is over. Okay? It's over. Everything is good now. We can all settle down. Have a good day. And like and subscribe, please. Peace out.